video, we're going to be talking about the TPT site-wide sale that's coming up. Two things. The first one is I'm going to show you how to set up your store for the site-wide sale. And the second thing is that there are reasons why the site-wide sales are good for you and your business. Stay tuned. Hi everyone, if you are new or returning, welcome. Here it is, all primary we talk teacher side hustles. If you're on TPT's email notification, you would have got a message saying the site-wide sale is next week. At the time of this filming, it is a couple days away. And if you are not on the email list, get on the email list because these are important things you want to know. For example, that email that comes out to announce when the TPT site-wide sale is will also put a link to where you can get possibly a free $10 TPT gift card. Not for yourself, but for you to use as a marketing tool to drum up business for your own store. And I just got my card. I apply almost every time, and almost every time I get one. They do it to the first 1,000. So you need to fill out the application the moment you see that email. In a moment, I'm going to turn the camera around and I will show you how to set up your store for the sale. This is not done automatically. Don't assume that, oh, I will have the sale as part of my store. It won't be. You actually have to go in and change it yourself. There are people that don't want their stores having all their products on sale. What happens is with the site-wide sale, TPT will discount your products 20%, and then with a code, the buyer will get 25%. So you bring your stuff down 20%, TPT gives them 5 extra. Okay, but we'll show that if you are on different social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, start sharing it this weekend. The other place is your note to followers. You can actually talk about your products right now. You can't necessarily talk about the sale until the weekend, which actually when this goes live, it will be the weekend, so you can talk about it, but they don't want it any earlier because they think it stops sales. Now, personally, it doesn't stop my sales. I still get sales. In fact, I get sales right up until the sale. I get a couple sales during the sale, and then I get sales right after the sale. Not every teacher is back to school, right? There is a percentage to go back to school the end of July, and a percentage that goes in August, and then there's another percentage that goes in the week of after Labor Day. Let me know down below which one you are part of. I'm in the Labor Day afterwards start. So for many teachers, they're on holidays. And so one of the things that teachers often do is at the end of the school year, back in May or June, they will go onto TPT and actually they will do some back to school planning. And then that way, when the sale comes, they just go to their wish list, decide which ones they want to buy now. Sometimes they're anticipating another sale in September. The main site-wide sales are 4 times a year. They are August, November, February, and May. Okay. The back to school, the cyber, February, I can't remember, and the May is the teacher appreciation. Sometimes they will throw an additional one in, like the bonus in September or a bonus in April, right? They will throw those bonuses in, but for the most part, there's normally 4. Again, they'll go as high as 7 in a year. But teachers, again, are not even back to school. So for some of them, out of sight, out of mind, if they're not on their computers. Okay? So if you are uploading brand new products this summer, and I am doing that, I'm doing the very same thing, they may not get sales because they're not wish listed. Now, that's just a small percentage, but it is still a percentage of buyers that will do that, okay? There will be some that will just go on and look, okay? So let me turn the camera around and I'll show you how to set that up. And then we're going to come back and talk about why these sales are important. In at the end of July or early August, this is the banner ad that you will see to prepare your store. So click Ready to Your Store. You may choose to have your own sale a couple times during the year. It says maximum 4 days. Feel free to do that. But what we're going to do is we're going to click the second one here. I want to set my entire store at 20% off. And then it'll show you what the discounts are for all your products. So this product here, which is $320, is now going to be $256. Okay, and then you can see all the different other prices. And that's all you need to do. If you happen to upload a product from the time of you doing this and the sale, you will actually have to come back in here and manually add it. They also have banners here that if you want to use these, you may. I just get them all, download all of them, and I put them on my desktop and just go TPT BTS sale banners, and then I just delete them when it's finished. Okay. Now, the second thing I want to quickly show you is your note to followers, which is free email. So it's here where the house is. You're going to go down here, middle of it, note to followers, and you're going to compose a note. What's nice about this email system is this little thing right here. The last picture is you can actually put resources in. I'd do something like happy summer. Depending on when I send this out, I might not talk about the sale here. You have to be respectful of TPT's wishes of when you're allowed to talk about it, which is, again, the weekend. And so I'll say, hello, hello, wonderful teachers. Hope you are getting the rest you have earned. Let me just show you this. So I talk about them. I don't talk about, oh, I've done all these wonderful things. I talk about them. If anything, I might even address, as the new school year approaches, what is your greatest need for your classroom? So this here, you click on there, and you can click up to 4 products. So I will do, I got some classroom decor. So I'll click this, I'll add that one. What I need, where we are, classroom helpers. Okay, so see how they got those like that? This is great. And they will track this, by the way. When you are looking at your traffic, after the sale, you can see how many people actually clicked on your note to followers. Good, let's go back. Like I said, it's just a one and done, and it took, what, how long, right? And then I showed you the note to followers, which is something you should do. In fact, you should be doing a note to followers at least every month. It's free. It doesn't cost you to have a note to followers. And if your note to followers know that you are trying to build a conversation with them, you're getting some of your products visible for some of them. And that's what I want to talk about. TPT site-wide sales are very important. They're important for 2 main things. Number 1, visibility. If you are optimizing your stuff, often August, September, teachers are just going through stuff. They're looking. They may not be buying, but they're looking. And this is what you want. You want your products to be seen and possibly wish listed if they're not being bought right away. Okay. That means you got to have standout covers. Your titles have to match the keywords that they are actually typing in the search bar. You don't want any cutesy, unique titles that nobody is typing. Okay. It's got to be something they're typing. So if you are doing decimals to the thousands, then you've got to that's got to be in your keywords on your titles. Saying something like upping your decimals as opposed to rounding your decimals is not going to work. You need to use the words that teachers will use, okay? So visibility. Again, the sales often get people looking for products. Again, they may not buy, but they're looking. And if they're looking, you want them to find your products. That's one. Number two, I use TPT Sitewide Sales, the four main ones, as my 90-day goal posts. Okay? I am a short-term thinker. I am not a long-term thinker. I don't even know if that'll ever change. I know the value of long-term goals, but for some reason, long-term is just too far out there for me. So I am a short-term goal person. 90 days is perfect because it's 3 sets of 30. And I can do that, right? I can plan from, so next week site-wide sale to the November one. That works for me, okay? So instead of having this big expectation that I'm going to get all these sales for the site-wide sale, I don't think that way, actually. I have very low expectations. Some sales, I get 3 or 2. And other sales, I get a dozen. And I don't think I've had higher than, I might have had 15. But it's not a lot. It really isn't a lot. So I don't put a high expectation. I've read in some Facebook groups, even some really big sellers say that their sales are really low during site-wide sales. So it happens to everybody, okay? If it's not happening to you, praise God and move on, okay? I'm looking at my goals. I'm looking at what can I get done between, August 1st and November, whatever it's going to be. It's going to be the Tuesday after, it's the cyber sale after Thanksgiving, right? So those are my 90 days. That's what I work on. And that's even more important than the results of your site-wide sale. Because honestly, if you have good pricing with your products, people won't wait for a sale. They'll just buy them. And that's what you want. You want people to look at your product and go, based on what you're saying I'm going to get, that's a good price. I'm buying it. That's going to help me out. You want all that. You don't want to wait for someone to say, you know what, that's too high price. I'm going to wait for the site-wide sale. That might happen, but then what are the chances of them even buying it? Hard to say. If they don't see the value in your product, they might not even wish list it. Use the site-wide sales as goalposts. Today I'm starting a new 90-day goal, right? Or a 30-day and a 30-day and a 30-day. Something like that. Okay. All right, that's all I wanted to say for now on that, but all the best with your site-wide sale. Let us know in the Facebook group if there's something specific that you want to talk about as far as 30, 60, 90-day goals. I'd be happy to talk about that in a video or do a Facebook Live in the group. Now, upcoming video next week's is a TPT store review. Right now, I've already contacted 3 stores, and some of you might be wondering where you are on the list. I am currently doing the end of 2022, and actually one of them is before Christmas, and the other 2 are January. So I'm still in those months. I don't know I don't know how many I have on the list. I want to say 20 or 30, might be less, okay? So if you got an email from me, that means you are going to be seeing your store featured next week, okay? And then the week after that, we're going back to product quality, okay? And making that that high quality product. And after that, we'll be doing a couple videos on strategy, because this is something I'm seeing more and more based on the size of TPT and the amount of products that exist on there. You need a strategy to build your business. If building your business is a goal for you, if you're just looking to upload some products and maybe get some sales, then you know what? You do you and have at it. But I think a lot of people are on here watching because they want to grow a bigger business. Now, big is relative, right? For some of you, you might want to get $100 a month. Okay, that's easy actually. Okay. You might want to grow to 500 a month, 1,000 a month, or even higher. Okay. If you want a specific number, there's some specific things you should be doing. And that's what we're going to talk about in a couple weeks. Okay. So wherever you are in the world, I hope you and your family are staying safe, being healthy, and we'll catch you in that video. I got to move over now, or the playlist. Take care.